Hello everyone, and welcome to this short video which shows you a braided interview from the interviewer's point of view. We can see that Amy, the participant, has clicked the link in the invite and is now online. So Tina, the interviewer, can press start. When you see her do that, the first thing you're going to see is a countdown. This is because braiding is synchronous and needs to start at the same time for both participants. So it starts at the top of the next minute, so your countdown might be anywhere between 1 and 59 seconds. You can see this interview is scheduled to last for 30 minutes, but don't worry, I'm going to jump forward to show you the key points. You can also see a braid duration of 2 minutes 30 seconds, and I'll explain what that means later on. You can see there are 4 questions, and when the session starts, Amy, as the candidate, will start on question 1. We're watching this from Tina's point of view, and Tina, as the interviewer, is going to start on question 4. What you're going to see at the bottom of the screen is a message telling Tina that she cannot type anything at that moment on question 4 because Amy has not yet answered that question. So initially, Tina needs to be patient. Whilst Tina is being patient, as you can see here, Amy is busy creating her first answer to question 1. Amy has 2 minutes 30 seconds to do that. That's the braid duration. The timer bar at the bottom of the screen shows how much time is left in this braid. Tina and Amy both have the same synchronized timer bar. I'm going to jump forwards now to the end of this braid. Okay, so you'll see in a few seconds what happens at the end of a braid is that the carousel rotates 1 step. Amy's answer to question 1 has now rotated around so that Tina can see it. Tina can now read Amy's answer and type a follow-up question. Whilst Tina is doing this in question 1, Amy is currently in question 2, providing her first answer to that question. Let's jump forwards again. Okay, so Tina in a few seconds is going to be back on question 4. That's where she started, but now of course Amy has had a chance to answer that, so Tina can see that first answer and she can now type a follow-up question. At the same time as she is doing this, Amy has now got back to question 1 where she's currently reading and responding to Tina's first follow-up question. Let's jump to the end of this braid to see that happen. Okay, so near the end of question 4 for Tina, and then Tina's going to rotate back onto question 1. And what you're going to see is the original question, Amy's first answer, Tina's first follow-up question, and Amy's follow-up answer. You can see at the bottom that Tina has a notice telling her this is her last chance to ask a follow-up on this topic. If Tina had wanted the chance to ask more questions, she would have selected 4 rotations of the carousel. That would have meant less time per braid unless she also increased the overall length of the interview. So when Tina's read that answer and done some thinking, she'll start to type her second follow-up question. The same now happens for the next few braids or rotations. So I'm going to jump again, this time to near the end of question 4. Okay, so you can see Tina typing her second and final follow-up question to question 4. And then the carousel is going to rotate again to question 1. Amy's answer to Tina's second follow-up question is there. The notice at the bottom has changed to tell Tina that she cannot type anymore because there'll be no time for further follow-ups to reach Amy. So Tina is now in read-only mode for the rest of the interview as Amy's final answers arrive. The same is now going to happen for other questions too, so let's jump to the end of the interview. Okay. So the interview is now finished. Amy's been sent to whichever URL Tina chose when she set up the video, and Tina can now view the content of the interview as she considers Amy's suitability for the role. She can view that on the carousel or return to her braided homepage as you see here. And this interview will also be available in her history pages to either view on screen or download. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please email us on team@braided.space.